lunchtime here where I'm at. A little bit slow here, so I'm going to jump right into a live video until I get sidetracked with something. So I've got a McCulloch chainsaw, PD or PM 610 chainsaw. Actually have never had one of these in the shop before, so doesn't work, hasn't worked in quite a few years. So I'm going to tear into it and see if I can figure out what's wrong with it and see if we can bring it back to life. So let me get you guys set up here and we'll dig right in. Actually haven't really worked on many McCullochs at all. Most of what I got here in my area is going to be steel and Husqvarna stuff. So it's nice to get some different stuff in once in a while. It makes me have to think a little bit because I'm not familiar with their designs. So sometimes certain things are a little bit different on different saws. Get you guys some audio so you can hear a little better. A little bit different design on here. I've worked on some old McCullochs, so sort of similar, but with some plastic pieces here. I'm going to start off by taking this carburetor off. I'm going to clean it regardless. See if we can bring this guy back to life. Not sure the age of the unit, but based off of similar saws from the era, I would say probably 90s. That's just me guessing here. It's a unique little design. All right. Let's take a look at the piston here. I did the hang cord test and it was dropping some. So that's always a little concerning. This side of the piston's just got some hairlines. Take a little bit of paper towel and shove it in there because I will take this outside to blow it out. That keeps most of the debris out of there anyways. All right, so we got for carburetor wall bore. Take the fuel line off. That one came off easier than I thought it was going to. Take the carburetor apart and see what we got going on inside there. Regardless of what else is wrong with this, the carburetor is going to have to be cleaned. I guarantee you that this has probably never been touched. Just based off what I'm seeing here. Inspect the diaphragms. the inlet needle, getting any debris out. So not too bad, just a little bit on there. Now what I want to look for is to see if this is pliable, which it is. It's nice and soft. So that's always good. Just a little bit of crap in that net there for the screen. And the pump diaphragm's in pretty good shape too, pretty pliable. So I don't think I need to really run this one through the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm just going to blast it with some carb cleaner. Accomplish what I want anyway. Get a new bottle. Go ahead and wipe everything down real good. Just curious to see what the exhaust side of that piston looks like. Track that down next. And get this carburetor squared away. Get a little air. Carburetor looks pretty good. So that is always a nice, pleasant surprise when we got a good carburetor on a saw. Especially some of these older ones. Don't know if I can get this carburetor anymore. So it is very helpful that this one appears to be in good shape. Someone gave this to me. It's honestly been sitting under my bench for a couple of years. I'm starting to finally get around to taking a look at these saws that are sitting there. See if we can bring them back to life. You know how it goes. You always get a collection of stuff that you're planning on working on, but never find the time to actually work on it when it's sitting in your shop. But now I've got a little bit of time on my hands. It's been a little bit slow in here lately, so the repairs have all been pretty easy stuff that I've had parts for, so I've been getting stuff in and out of the shop super quick. And in that case, when you get it out super quick, you got extra time on your hands. We're sort of in a transition season. It was warm last week. Now it's starting to get cooler, so all the firewood guys are going to start getting busy here, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So in the meantime, we'll entertain ourselves with some of these chainsaws I got sitting around here. Let's take a look at the muffler. need the bar nuts on that tight. But every once in a while, somebody gets super strong and puts them on there. This appears to have the original bar on it, too. You can still read a little bit of McCulloch on there. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to see that exhaust without taking that whole assembly off. And I don't really want to end up doing that right now. So let's do one thing at a time. Let's get the bar and chain off. We'll blow it out, get the carburetor area cleaned off. Once we get that done, get some fresh fuel in it, see if we can get it started. Maybe it's just something as simple as fuel and carburetor, but we won't know. So let's go outside and blow her off. It's been raining here all morning, so finally getting dry out again.
All right. Let's see if I can remember how this goes back together. Get that fuel line back down in there. Oh, let's see if I can remember how this bad boy goes. All right, I believe that's how it goes. Let's see where the hole lines up for this. Okay, so we got that upside down. See if we can get this realigned and get these screws back into place. There we go. Probably throw a new spark plug on there, some fresh fuel, and hopefully it fires right up. Well, apparently I got that choke wrong. This thing about saws that you don't work on all the time. Forget where stuff goes. That's why I make videos like this, so I can go back and reference my video, how I took it apart. So we might just have to do that. Maybe I got that one upside down. I don't know. I think it's got to go that way. It's really only one way that can go in there. So that rides like that. Try flipping it around the other way. Then we're on the wrong side. So if this doesn't work, I will have to refer to the video that I made to see how I took it off. There we go. Had it right. It was just snug up on something. That little tab on there. All right. So we are good with that. Fuel. I'm just going to dump out the fuel here. Grab some fuel. These gallon cans of Motomix are nice and all, but they're very hard to pour without getting gas all over. And the funnels they used to sell me don't thread onto these and don't fit. So let's see if that's enough. Should be good to go on that. Probably gonna need a new fuel cap. That seal is not good. So this is what we got to work with. Let's see if we can get it started first. Try to put a new spark plug on here too. I am not sure what spark plug that is. BM6FNGK. I do not have one of those. It's not terrible shape, but let's clean it up. See if we can get it figured out. If this doesn't work, I'll have to dig in a little bit deeper. So Husqvarna owns McCulloch stuff because I can order some parts for McCulloch chainsaws from Husqvarna. All right, let's try her out. No guarantees here, but we'll see what we can do. All right. Cross your fingers. There we go. Success. She is a smoking beast. Lots of power. But we got it. Got her going. So anytime I take the carburetor apart, get the fuel out of the line, sometimes I got to choke them like crazy. That one I think I pulled like a dozen times, but we got it going. So sounds like a good saw. It's smoking pretty bad. I don't know if it was flooded or there's some bad gas in there that's working its way out, but we'll get the bar and chain mounted back on there and I'll give it a run. So that is what I got right now. Don't see any comments, but thanks for tuning into the video. And that's how we bring a McCulloch chainsaw back to life. So have a good rest of your afternoon, guys.